We were all kindergartners when we first learned 1, 2, 3, and so on up to 10. Now, some kindergartners may learn up to 20, but in primary, we go up to 100, 1,000, and so on. This right here is what we call the number line. So from 1 to up to, well, positive infinity, we have the natural numbers. Which symbolizes n. Then here we have 0, which symbolizes empty and nothingness. Including 0, we have the whole numbers, which uses the symbol W. Then we start moving on with the opposite direction. So just now we went to the right, now we land to the left. From the left we have -1, -2, -3, and so on up to negative infinity. So all these numbers right now are what we call the integers with the symbol Z. Okay, so it feels that these are all the numbers, but that's not the case. There is this gap right here between each integers. So there's this gap between 1 and 2, and there's this gap between 7 and 8. So if we amplify this line right there with 7 and 8 here, we can fit a 7.5 right here, and then we can fit 7.25, or we can fit 7.66666, and so on. So these numbers are what we called the rational numbers. Symbol Q, where numbers that can be expressed in fractions. So in the opposite, numbers that can't be expressed in fraction are called the irrational, with numbers like e or pi or square root of 2 or 5. Any number that form on this number line are called the real numbers. Any number on this number line are called the real numbers with the symbol R. So things start to complete when you want to square root a negative number, which symbolizes I, or an imaginary number. So here are the real numbers, and you can't find I in any place on this number line. So this is where things starts complicated, or things starts to get complex. So from here we have a 1D line right here. Now we're going into a 2D plane. So this is the number line. The horizontal axis is the number line for the real numbers. Symbol RE right here. Now to get a plane, you need a vertical axis for a plane, right? And this vertical axis is for the imaginary numbers. So this form an Argand diagram. Okay, once again, the horizontal axis are the real numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, pi is somewhere here, 4, 4.5 is here, 5, and so on. 0 is right here. And on the vertical axis, we have the imaginary numbers. One of the example is I, which is square root of -1. So I is right here. Then moving up, we have 2i, 3i, and so on. Here we have -i, -2i, and so on. Here we have -1, -2, and so on. So any point on this diagram are called the complex numbers. Symbol C. And that's it. Moving on to summary. Subscribe for more random things you want to learn, and share if you like sharing random things. And give this video a like as well. Yeah. Peace out.